Hey guys, it's Kavetta. Welcome back to my channel. I am here at Starbucks in the mall. I love this mall because it's pretty open and airy. I like saying I only go places where I can get all that breeze and wind coming in to blow away Corona. But I came over just to grab a coffee and hang out outside of the house while I do some work. And the little is here doing schoolwork. The oldest, he wanted to stay home. He's done with school, but the little is still in class. Yay, Starbucks and your Wi-Fi. He's able to connect and he's in virtual class right now. So today I want to go over a topic that I don't even want to go over. But it's been asked and I promised that I would be doing a couple of those. It is how much I spent this month or how much I spent in a month in Mexico. So we moved in on the 24th of December, no 23rd. So my calculations are from the 23rd of December through the 23rd of January. Yeah, so let's get in there. Let's see what I spent. Prices for accommodation varies so much here in PDC. It is crazy. It's gonna depend on what you're looking for, the type of places that you like to live in. If you just want somewhere to stay, you don't really care what it's like, how far it is from the center of everything, the beach, close to supermarkets, Fifth Avenue. It's gonna be different for everyone. I saw places 2,000 US right on the beach, beautiful view, beautifully upgraded apartments, stuff like that. And then I saw on the lower end, I saw a place, I'll put it in here because I do have the video that the realtor had sent me that time. It was 8,000 pesos, which is around 400 US. That's ridiculously cheap. But once you get lower, you're gonna move way away from the center. I wanted somewhere where I could do walk to pretty much everything because we don't have a car. Especially during Corona time, it's gonna be a little bit more difficult trying to take a taxi every single place we want to go. It wasn't near supermarkets, so I would have to be taking a taxi all the time. And if I wanted to come down to Fifth, like I just walked down to Starbucks, it was a 5-minute walk, and I'm right on Fifth Avenue in the mall. At Starbucks, the beach, another block right there, and I get to it. So maybe another 2 minutes or so. So if I wanted to do that, I couldn't. It's either or either. You're not going to be close to the center and pay a decent price in accommodations. So rent for me was $1,000 US. I know it is a little bit. My computer is going off. It is at the top end. I don't mind because that's pretty much what I was paying for my mortgage, and that's one of the things I talked about, living below your means. When I was renting both in Vegas and when I moved to Florida, I moved to Florida thinking, oh yeah, Florida's gonna be so cheap, or not cheap, but less than Vegas and what I was spending there. My rent in Vegas was $1,500. My rent in Florida was $1,500. So it was the same exact thing. When I bought my house, my mortgage was $890 something. And then of course over the years with taxes and insurance, like insurance is a scam in Florida, let me just get that out there. It is. So with everything, my mortgage is now $1,100, which is just ridiculous. So I am saving say $100, but it just went to $1,100 this January, right about December, so I was paying $1,000. Or almost. So I'm about the same, but I wasn't in walking distance to the beach. I couldn't walk to anything. The way of life here is just completely different, and like I said, I wanted to be in the middle of everything. So I really like where I am. I've seen more expensive. As I said, I saw 400 pesos, 400 US, 8,000 pesos. But it is not somewhere where I would feel comfortable living or feel comfortable living with the kids. And of course, if you're, we have a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. So if you're going to get a studio or a 1-bedroom, then it's going to be cheaper and you're going to save. So that's it with accommodation. And I still need to do that video just explaining more about the rentals and everything here. So I probably will do that next. But yeah, so that's it for the accommodations. Here is where you can save a ton of money. So like I said, if you're on a budget or tight budget, you want to just come here, you want to save, you can still get decent if you want to drive and all that, go for a cheaper apartment. So the next big thing that we have or that we spent on is food. And I'm talking about spending so much on food, and where am I? Eating, oh my god, like we eat a lot and we love to eat. We couldn't do this, and even though we spend this much money, we couldn't spend this in Florida to have this kind of life. So that's what I'm saying. You have to think about the life that you get with the amount that you're spending, or what you used to spend back where you live and what you're spending now. So I wouldn't be able to do this and eat out as much as we do back in Florida. So for groceries, this is a little bit tricky because it wasn't only on groceries. I just went through my credit card statement and calculated everything I spent at Walmart and Mega. And if you remember in one of my first videos when I did the Walmart video a couple of weeks ago or something, I showed when we just moved in on the 24th or the 23rd, we had to go get things for the apartment. So we bought three sheet sets, we bought 3 pillows, we bought brooms, mop, toilet scrubbers, bathroom mats, cleaning products, all the cleaning items that we need. What else do we get? We got a lot of stuff that, toilet paper, paper towels, things like that. So all of that is included in the $503.19 that I spent at Walmart and Mega. But most of that is still food. Because I swear we go to shop like twice a week. I think this week is going to be the longest so far. We went last week Tuesday. Today's Monday and we're going to go today because we're out of food. But it's not like shopping in the States where I could go to Aldi or Walmart or wherever, and I drive, so I would have all the groceries and the bags in my car. Here we have to walk with everything, so we're not buying a ton of things because we have to walk with it. Even if it's a 2-minute walk, it's literally a 2-minute walk. But if you're walking 2 minutes with a ton of groceries, it's gonna take forever and feel like forever. So we try to buy in smaller portions, so we can shop for 2 to 3 weeks. I mean, I guess we could, and then take a taxi back and then go up the elevator to the 3rd floor. No, I just don't want to do that. So, or we could use a grocery delivery. I tried it once with 15 items. 3 items were out of stock and like 5 were replaced. So I'm like, I'll just do my thing myself. It just didn't work. So that's one of the reasons our grocery bill is a little bit high, because we do go often, and then every time we go, we just go crazy. So you could definitely save here, but again, I calculated that with everything because I didn't separate the new house stuff that you have to get. Okay, so apart from groceries, like I said, we eat out a lot, and that 503 was just groceries. At the grocery store, that was just Walmart and Mega. What we spent eating out this month, it's not a lot. I don't think it's a lot. So for that, for eating out, Rappi, and I did take my friend out for her birthday dinner. We went to a super nice upscale steakhouse. We got steak and some drinks and all that. I did spend $73 US that night for the 2 of us eating at a steakhouse, that's pretty good. So everything that we spent on Rappi, that's taken, it's like a Uber Eats, but in Mexico, Rappi. I spent $257.23. So, I mean, that wasn't bad for eating out, like I said. My 15-year-old, oh my God, you guys, he eats for like 3 people, and I promise you, it is, if you have teenagers, you know, they eat. Yeah, and then me and my Starbucks. No, I have a gift card. I brought a gift card from back home, so. But yeah, so that's what we spend. $700 and change in food. Is that almost the same amount as our accommodation? This is so embarrassing. You guys, I can't believe we spent all that in food. This makes no sense. But so this month, I know, you know, we were just doing whatever. So I decided we're gonna find more local places to buy, or fruits and veggies and certain items. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so what else did we spend money on? We spent, or I spent, they didn't pay nothing. The next big thing, which wasn't big, is our insurance. I mentioned it before. You have to have insurance. Like, you don't want to not have some sort of medical insurance when you're traveling. So we have insurance. I'll leave it. It's always in the video description. It is $80 a month for two of us. The little one is free, but since he's going to be 10 in 4 days, I know the next month he's going to be added, so that would be $120 because it's $40 per person. So that's not bad for insurance. $40 per person per month, and it covers hospital if we need to be airlifted back to the States, things like that. So I don't mind paying that. I'll pay it to make sure that, you know, we have some sort of coverage. All right, the next thing, cleaning. We have this awesome lady that comes in, and she comes in about once a week. She cleans. It is 400 pesos. I give her 500, which is like $25 US. Again, we're in a tourist area, so it's going to be more. If you go to Merida, certain places, it's, you know, you can get it for less. But I love her. She comes for 3 to 4 hours, or is it like 4 to 5 hours. She scrubs and gets into everything, and it's only $25. Like, I'm not gonna get somebody to clean my house in the States for $25. You can shop around. I'm sure there are others that are lower cost, because the apartment, it does provide cleaning service. And yeah, I forgot to mention that in the apartment why I'm paying so much. They do offer cleaning services, 300 pesos. I tried them once. I don't know what they did. It's more like a hotel cleaning instead of, you know, clean my house cleaning. So that just wasn't gonna cut it for me. So I'm like, no. So like I said, you get what you pay for. So it's $25. And she comes in about once a week. So that's $100 for the month that we paid in cleaning. And then we don't have a laundry machine, a washing machine. There was one. I can see the spot for it. I don't know what happened with the previous tenants or something, but it's not there, so there's none. But once again, we live right, you know, not even 5 minutes walk, or maybe about that, to the laundry. And then I did try also having someone pick up my laundry, take it and wash it, fold it, iron everything, bring it back. It wasn't expensive. I think I paid maybe, it wasn't even $10. I paid $8 and change for that service, which is really cool. You know, you don't have to leave your house. You just, somebody picks it up, does what they're, you know, do what they do, drop it off again. But the one time that I used it, I got people's clothes that wasn't mine, and the kid was missing clothes. So I'm like, that's ridiculous. I'm not going to do that again. So that's why we have, I mean, not everyone is going to, all of them, you know, all the places or whatever, going to do that. But that was just my first experience, and it was going to be my last, because I can't afford to lose any more clothes. So yeah, I paid for the month right around $18, and because we were going once a week, which we went, yeah, and then we went, the last time we went was 2 weeks, and now we're going to do it once every 2 weeks, because I'm like, why are we going every week? We do not need to go every week. We just, you know, let the clothes pile up a little bit. especially if we don't go out much. It's just sleeping clothes. And we do have enough to last for 2 weeks, so that's what we're going to do now, just go once every 2 weeks. And it costs 86 pesos to dry, because I do 45 minutes, which is $4 and change to dry all our laundry, all three of us. And to wash, it was 60, I believe it was 60 something pesos. And then of course it's going to save us on electric bill, because we're not having the washer and dryer go. And that's the next thing, electric bill. Electric bill is never included in your rental unless you go through like Airbnb. But once you're staying longer, if you look at any of the Airbnb listings, or almost all of them, it will say longer stays, electricity is not included, because they know, you know, Americans love their AC. I love my AC. My AC run 24/7. No wonder my bill was ridiculous. But with the electricity running, you probably can get a bill the same as your rent. So they don't include electricity, because it's if it doesn't have AC, if it doesn't have AC, then they'll put the electric in there. But once it has the AC, forget it. So you have to pay your own electric bill. My apartment, it does include maintenance, water and gas and internet, but no electricity. So the electric bill comes once every 2 months, and it hasn't been 2 months yet. But we did get a bill because we moved in the 24th, and the bill closed out on the 4th of January. So for 2 weeks, it was 2 weeks exactly. The bill was 24 pesos, 24 US, I'm sorry. And that's a little bit pricey, because I did turn on the AC. Like I said, you know, we love our AC. So I had the AC running a little bit, which we haven't had it going since then, because I'm like, if 2 weeks, my bill is already at $24, which, don't get me wrong, that is cheap. So for, you know, 4 weeks or a month, if you double that it would be about $48. I've never gotten an electric bill in the States of $48. So I'm not going to complain about that, but it's still pricey for what it is and where you are. So I turned off the AC, we have the fans going, and it's been pretty chilly actually. Like, I didn't think Mexico got chilly, but it's chilly. Just like when we're in Florida and we're like, oh my God, we're freezing, it's a cold front, and the iguanas are dropping from the trees because they're literally freezing. Yeah, we get pretty chilly in Mexico. So haven't had a need for AC yet. I know in a little bit we are going to be you know, needing to use the AC, but I'm enjoying it right now. So yeah, so what I was saying also is the $24, it was just an average from the bill, because he just, you know, divided by the month or the 2 months and then multiply. So it's not really a reflection of what we actually use. I'm sure we're paying for, you know, whatever was there before, but that's okay. It's just the easiest way to do it. So once our bill comes in, it was January to February to March. So March, I'll get my 2 months bill, and then I'll know exactly, you know, what our bill looks like, or how much electricity we actually use. All right, and then the next thing that we spent money on, water, the garrafons. You can't drink the water here in Mexico, so we buy the garrafons as the 5-gallon bottles. And that's one of the things too, the security, the maintenance guys, they just bring those up. They buy them for us instead of us going to 7-Eleven or OXXO or any of those stores to buy them and then try to lug 5-gallon water back. My 15-year-old, you guys need to know their names, right? Kalel is the 15-year-old. Jarrell is the 9, 10 in 3 days. Jarrell is the little one. He's 10. So Kalel drinks water. Like, he's been, you know, on his fitness journey. Like I said, he eats healthy. So that's why I need to find one of the outdoor markets that I can shop local vegetables and fruits instead of buying it in the supermarket. I will save a ton there because he eats a ton of fruits and veggies. So he drinks a lot of water. So we go through 2 of the 5-gallon garrafons every single week. So that's they're $2 a piece because they're 40 pesos. So right around $2 a piece. So $4 a week we spend on drinking water. Plus I use that to cook. I don't use it. We don't use it to brush your teeth, and we've been fine. Some people say not to use the water to brush your teeth, not to, we don't drink it, not to cook with it. I don't cook with it, but we use the regular tap water to brush your teeth, and we've been fine. We haven't had any tummy issues, not with food, not with water. Again, knock on wood. So so we spend about $16 a month US in on drinking water. So that's pretty much so where we're at. I'm gonna calculate and put it up there because I'm like, we're like at 1,800 and change, right? I was aiming for 1,500 actually. I never thought I could live on $1,000. I came here to enjoy life more. I came here to do more things or better things than we used to do in, back in the States. So I'm enjoying it. I couldn't do all this in the States for under $2,000. I did cut my bill. It is what it is. I'm enjoying life. I'm so happy. The kids are happy. It's like a weight lifted off my shoulder. I'm good. And I'm good with what we spend. So just do your research. Give yourself a little wiggle room. Like I said, I was kind of staying or thinking to stay about 1,500. I didn't put myself on a budget per se. We were just spending. I wasn't even tracking, so I was surprised when I started adding stuff up. But it can be done. Like if we stayed at that $400 a month apartment, that would have cut my 1,800 down to 1,200 right there. So there are ways that you can cut or save. So you see, could have been paying $1,200. But then I wouldn't be this happy. All right, guys. Oh my goodness. I think that is it for today. Questions, comments, go ahead and leave it below. Let me know what you guys think. If you're already here, how much are you spending? Did it shock you if you're spending less, or are you spending more? It is still less than I was spending in Florida, so at least it's a start. I'm not sure if I'm gonna change much. I can't really change our food budget because we like to eat. We're gonna go eat. We're gonna enjoy it. So I don't think there's much wiggle room. I just need to make some more money, right, to keep up with our budget. But I don't think we can change much of it right now. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Question, comments, leave them below. Like this video. Subscribe to see more of our life here in Mexico. I'm like Vegas, Florida. Where am I? In Mexico. And talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.